Good morning, Hive fans. It's a beautiful Sunday morning here in Florida. We are approaching the start time for this morning's match. We have Frasco and InDusDus in the lobby. They will be getting started here very soon. As we talk about it this morning, there is a 3-minute delay, I think. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. And they are getting started, so I am going to see what I can do to get going here very quickly. So bear with me 1 second. My first live stream in a while. So both players are open with ladybugs, followed by mosquitoes. InDusDus is playing white. A bit of an unorthodox opening. I'll try to keep up here while I am attempting to get my room up and going. Neither player has moved a piece yet. Okay, I believe I have the window up and going, the live window. Let me get it labeled here. Okay, I believe I am up and going and caught up. It's Frasco's turn. As you can see, both players have brought in 6 bugs apiece. Actually, that's not true. We've got to add one more bug for InDusDus. There we go. Now we're caught up on the replay window. Let me see if I can get the Okay, I believe I am up and up live. Okay, let's go back to live play here. Fresco has moved an ant, and I am going to, let's see, turn my sound on over here so I will know that they have moved, and turn my sound off there. Hit myself centered here. Okay, I think we are up and going. Welcome to the live stream this morning. Thank you very much for joining me. I know it's a kind of a last minute thing. I wasn't really expecting on doing this, so I did not get to send out any tweets. Hopefully you have gotten, you're subscribed and you've got that notification bell up. We don't need to track the mice, so we'll turn that off. And now Rush brings in his third ant, so he has flooded the ants. The hive is flooded with white ants this morning. This is match one in round 6, the final round of the Hive Fair Play Cup. The host of the tournament, the Hungarian Hive Club, leads the tournament with 4.5 points out of 5. If they win this match, they will obviously win the 2024 Hive Fair Play Cup. Okay, he pinned an ant. Okay, Ordep Kubek has joined in with it to spectate this morning. His team, the Hoppers, is playing my team, the Humble Hive Boys. Of course, I'm sitting out this round. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I was up and running. It's been a while since I've done a live stream, and sometimes I'm an old man. I keep forgetting some of these things work. So, welcome everybody. Let me see if I can get my Okay, very good. Was able to get my live stream. We've got 5 people watching. Thank you very much. And let's see what we can do here. Of course, the timing for this morning's match is 15 minutes plus 10 seconds per move. Typically speaking, it's not an issue early in the match. So Frasco's in a bit of a deep think here at the very beginning. Very interesting setup. Both players brought in lots of bugs before they started moving anything. Okay, I finally got my YouTube up and running, so I can start talking about the comments that have been being made. Ivelo Angelov. Hello, Randy. I'm a new Hive play, and your videos help me understand and enjoy the game so much. Thank you. You're very welcome, and thank you for joining me this morning. And Ordep Kubek, that's Pedro. Hi, Pedro. Welcome. I did not expect this live stream. It's kind of a last minute thing. I'm going to be been very busy recently. Haven't had chance to do much live streaming, but this last round of the Hive Fair Play Cup, I'm going to try very hard to do some regular live streaming. We've got a C queen configuration with both ladybugs, both mosquitoes, and both pill bugs very well placed. Of course, the black pill bug is in a proximity pill bug position. We shall see if that creates any issues for Frasco. I've been tracking through games throughout the entire team tournament competition. I've got some interesting statistics that we may share with you a little bit later during the break between game 1 and game 2, if there is a game 2, which there probably will be this morning. White definitely has a little bit of an advantage, or seems to have a little bit of an advantage, but there have been a surprising number of black victories. So when you're initially playing with black, if you can get a draw or a victory, that really, since there are 2-game matches, that really puts you in a good position. So it's very interesting. Both players have their mosquitoes in position. Pedro asked if I'll be live streaming his games today. Of course, he's paired up against my team. Big Meat, that's Jack Hobson, our team captain. We're kind of down in the middle of the standings. We'll show the standings a little bit later. So, so if you notice, both mosquitoes are in a position where if they move out, it'll leave behind a possible beetle factory. If the black mosquito is got a little bit safer of a spot, it would be a lot more difficult for white to move in and shut that beetle factory down. Spider spawns with the 2 threats. One, of course, is to do the pin replacement. Second threat is to pin the grasshopper. Of course, what this also does, well, if the black mosquito were to jump out to try to gain ant power, it could immediately get pinned by the ant. I hope it's a beautiful spring morning wherever in the world you are. I know that InDusDus is from Hungary. He's part of the Hungarian Hive Club. They are hosting the first ever European Hive Convention and Championship and tournament later on the summer or early part of the summer in June. We'll talk about that a little bit later as well. And if you haven't heard about it, I will be releasing a new book. I've got a Kickstarter campaign going on right now. The book is called Hive Ring Theory, an examination of rings in top level games. So hopefully it'll be beneficial. Okay, the mosquito jumps out. And it blocks the white mosquito while keeping ladybug power, opens up the beetle factory. And InDusDus is Andras Shokash from, looks like he's just going to go ahead and do the pin replacement. Look for a minute of picking up the mosquito, and sure enough, Frasco opens the beetle factory. And InDusDus looks like he might be attacking with the ant. Got the ant placed, waiting to click the done button. And he did. He attacked with the ant. And of course, the scenario here is that when the black beetle, if the black beetle were to continue to move ahead, white mosquito can cover it. Now the black mosquito then loses all movement. InDusDus is playing some control as the white ant shifts over and pins the grasshopper. Frasco still has an ant in reserve, but his spawn points are somewhat limited. If he spawns the ant here, nope, he decides to bring. Interesting. By spawning the beetle there, the white mosquito jumps over That takes a setup shot, and this forces the black beetle to move. Because white is threatening to win with ant moving in. Interesting turn of events here. The white mosquito has locked down beetle and a defending ladybug. It'd be interesting to see if the black mosquito will jump back to its home where it came from, getting into a defensive position because the proximity pill bug is somewhat limited right now because one of the spots that it controls is adequately controlled by white. He could anchor down the ant, but if he used an ant to do it, would probably be better to use a grasshopper to do it than to leave the ant available to do something else. So Pedro and Avelo have dropped a comment. Drop me a comment. Let me know who you are and where you're from. Appreciate that. Another possibility is there's a spawn point here that could form the ring and free the grasshopper. He did anchor down the ant with the grasshopper, but the second white beetle is on the move. Oh, we're moving along real quickly here. Oh, so he did not play he was looking at playing the grasshopper. He didn't play the grasshopper. He went ahead and moved forward with the ant. Of course, now this can be a direct drop spot here. I need to not get ahead of myself when I see the players moving their bugs around. We don't have a you touch it, you move it rule, although we do have an option. Uh, Thanks, Dave Dyer did put up an option for uh, no done. You don't need the done. If you go over here to options, you can see automatic done, which does have you touch it, you move it rule. And it's interesting because all three kill spots are protected by gates. Be interesting if Frasco can defend this. InDusDus is on 4 minutes and counting. Frasco's still at 6 minutes. Okay, he elected to pin the black ant. Remember, there is a delay, so when I see the comments on YouTube, it's a bit of a delay. I don't remember what caused the question was asked. Out of curiosity, what made you fall in love with the game? I don't remember whether I on the game here on. Okay, I'll answer that in a minute. Let me make sure I don't miss anything here, which I have. The beetle move forward. The beetle covered the. Welcome to Pele from Norway. Need to make sure that I'm not too far behind here. I don't remember whether I found Board Game Geek first or whether I found Board Space first, but I found them about the same time. Black may be forced to, and the one reason I like Hive is I'm a reformed chessaholic. I quit playing chess many years ago because I was addicted to it, and I like the two-player abstract game. I like the similarity is chess, but it's much better than chess in many ways. And one way that it's better than chess is that it's still not yet completely analyzed like chess is. To be a world champion chess player nowadays, you essentially have to have an excellent memory and just memorize everything. We're not yet to that point. Okay, and this does very quickly. Yep, that pill bug is moving for that spot. Yes, that's one of the interesting things. Pele says he's, board space is nice, but I do love how the physical pieces feel. Yeah, that clack. I'm not a Go player, but sometimes you'll see the Go players when they snap that piece down on the board. So yeah, there's a those Bakelite pieces when they hit the board, they do make a nice sound, don't they? So the pillbug move, what it has done is it is threatening to move the pillbug into this spot here, and then the pillbug will be in position to warp all kinds of pieces into a kill spot. Although black is no longer in danger of having a direct drop here because the black queen is there. The pillbug goes back to where it came from. Warping the white queen away pretty much clenches that black is not going to be able to get enough bugs together to win this. So is black going to be able to defend? Is Frasco going to be able to defend well enough to hold this off? Now we'll get to see the importance of an inline pin when possible compared to an elbow pin. Because this grasshopper is pinned, that is true, but this ant, if the ant comes down here and plays in the elbow, nothing can stop the grasshopper from attacking. John Yanni has made it fairly clear that he believes that the game as we know it is complete, and there's no reason to add any more expansions, and I have a tendency to agree with it. I don't know if he's pronounced Zayn or I'll make it Zayn with an X. Okay, let's see what we've got going on here. We've got something. Make sure I don't miss anything while I'm talking. Yes, it's very difficult finding people to play in real life. And here come the grasshoppers. InDusDus kept his grasshoppers till the end. Those grasshoppers were just hoarding in around that black queen. So Frasco fell on his sword, jumped in with the mosquito to end the game. So congratulations to Andras winning game one. So wouldn't it be great if we could use the Pillbug's ability to warp us to the same place we can play together? Well, part of the answer to that is I don't know where in the world you are of Ivalo, but Pella is in Norway. There is going to be a Hive convention and tournament, European Championship in Budapest in June. So possibly we could see you there. So let's get. So Frasco asked, "Would you going to play a second?" InDusDus, when would you like us to continue? So let's see what they say there. See if we're going to play a second game. Yes, it looks like they are going to play a second game. So let me go ahead. Oh, today or Tuesday, Drush says. So, okay, good. They look like they are going to play game two. So they're going to take a 10-minute break, possibly. Okay, they're going to take a 10-minute break, and then we will be going for game two. So Pele says, I actually sometimes grip Hive pieces between ring and forefinger like a go piece and smack it down when I'm convinced I'm making a particularly great move. So congratulations to InDusDus. The Hungarian Hive Club has won game one here on table two. So Frasco will be fighting for a draw on the table in the second game. So let's get the lobby back open. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I could get room 79 back up. So we'll take a little bit of a break here, do a little bit of advertising. I haven't had a chance yet to set up the notes down below, but after this live stream is over, you'll have a link down below to my Kickstarter, where I will be releasing a new book entitled Hive Ring Theory, an examination of rings in top-level games. And of course, the design of this book is helping you play Hive like a champion. That's my goal. And of course, if we can sell enough books and the Kickstarter campaign is successful, then I will be coming in person to the Hive convention and tournament in Budapest in June. Gen 42 was for a whole saying that they were developing another app with an AI. I would enjoy that. I often play Go against an AI on a 9x9 board when I have a little time. So yes, there's if you're not already on Discord, I'll put a link down below also to the Discord server. There is an online platform being designed as we speak, and hopefully at sometime there will be an AI there. Jib, that's Jean-Baptiste Chauvet from France, has the Android app out, which is actually fairly good. I don't beat it 100% of the time. Yes, it is in Budapest. And remember, there is a delay, so if I'm vocally answering your question, you won't see it online, won't hear it online for a little bit. Let's take this as an opportunity to see if we can get the standings up here. High Fair Play Cup standings. Let's see what we can do here. Bear with me just a little bit. Okay, there we go. I think I've got the standings up. And of course, I want to keep an eye out because I have in previous live streams not been paying attention and the players joined in a game in a room and I missed it. So looks like Frasco has stepped out of the lobby while InDusDus is continuing in the lobby. So I'll keep an eye out there. So here is the current standings. The Hungarian Hive Club's at 4.5, Fish and Chips at 4. So if the Hungarian Hive Clubs loses their match, Fish and Chips wins their match. Fish and Chips is playing the Buzzkills, which includes both the Buzzkills includes both the gold medalist, world champion Joe Schultz, and the silver medalist Alex Norman, AE Norman 43. But the match played yesterday, I will be releasing videos on the two games between Ben, that's Surprise Fish, SP Fish, against AE Norman, Alex. I'll be releasing the video shortly on those two games. They were two excellent games that Fish and Chips won. So, Fish and Chips, if they can win, if they can hope for Hungarian Hive Club to lose or at least draw. Let's see, I believe Fish and Chips. Yes, the Hungarian Hive Club beat Fish and Chips, so I don't know exactly how the tie breaks work. So there's a good possibility that ties would go to Hungarian Hive Club. Borscht, Merops, Apiaster, that's the team that Frasco plays for. That's the Bee Killers. The Buzzkill, Le Grog, a French team, they're all at 3.5. So if they win and Hungarian Hive Club loses and Fish and Chips does no worse than a draw, then there's a possibility we could have some tie breaks coming into effect here in the tournament. So it's been very exciting. Humble Hive Boys, that's my team, is down here sitting at current 8th place. We're playing the Hoppers. Table 1 will be played later this morning, or Depp Kubek against Big Meep. That's Pedro from Spain against Captain Jack from the U.S. He's the captain of our Humble Hive Boys team. So let's see if we can go back to here. So these matches are just 2-game matches. So uh, the table is 2 games. The match, the way the Hive Fair Play Cup is set up, the team can be 3 or 4 people. 3 people play in each round. The captain or the team chooses. The captain sends the message to the tournament organizers, and they determine who's going to be playing. And then each match has 3 tables. Each table has 2 games. The top rated of the 3 players plays the top rated of the 3 players from the other team, the second and the third. And then the overall team is determined by how many of those 3 tables they win. So it can be 3-0, 2.5 to a half, 2-1, or 1.5, 1.5, which would be a draw. So let's see, that took about 40 minutes, so we're okay time-wise. I can't see outside yet. I don't think the sun is coming up yet here in Florida. It's supposed to be a beautiful spring day, sunshine, blue skies, very little chance of rain. Oops, you don't need to see that window, do you? I can turn the live button off. Okay, Frasco has rejoined the lobby. So let me get my review room open and ready. Once they get started, I will join the game live. So we'll turn the lobby off. Well, Steve Briscoe asks, why has this game not become really popular? Well, we're working on it. I've submitted and just waiting for approval from the Gen Con 2024, the game convention in Indianapolis, Indiana, USA, in August, where should be having a North American Hive Championship at Gen Con 2024. Hopefully, that'll attract some attention to it. And if you follow along on Discord, keep an eye on Discord. There we have a very nice Discord channel, Hive, the boardless game. Frasco is actually a part-time employee of Gen Con. I'm sorry, of uh, Gen 42 games. And they are constantly promoting tournaments all around. He's traveled all over Europe. He just recently got back from one up in Scandinavia. I think it might have been in Sweden, I believe. Okay, they're about ready to get started there. So let's see what we can do to get this game going. Turn the lobby off. Both players are opening with ladybugs. Frasco plays the mosquito. So let's see if I can get the Okay, I think I got that going. Okay, let's see if we can get caught up here. Ladybug, ladybug, mosquito, mosquito. They are playing very rapidly over in the game. Trying to follow along here in the correct move order. Black ant 1. Okay, I think I'm caught up. So Pedro responds to Steve Briscoe and he says, I would say that people usually don't like to play a new game from scratch. I hear many chess players saying, I'm already bad at one game. I don't want to be bad at 2 games. I can understand that. That's why we are here trying to help people get better. I want to help you play Hive like a champion. And one major difference between Hive and chess is there are thousands and thousands of chess books out there and only a very few Hive books. But world champion Joe Schultz and I are trying to correct that. He's got his second book coming out here very shortly. And of course, my second book is on Kickstarter as we speak. Okay. So Frasco played a buffered queen opening. This is a Z queen opening. It's a buffered Z, so it'd be an XZ in the terminology that I established in the Standard Hive Opening Encyclopedia. So with a draw or a victory, InDusDus will claim the table for the Hungarian Hive Club. With a win, Frasco would draw the table and leave it up to his teammates. Let's see if we can find out what the other matches are. Other tables are in this match. Table 1 is Chigi versus Gandak, and Table 3 is Samax versus Lex. And as quite always happens, again, the mosquitoes are well placed to jump out and open up beetle factories. Okay, last game, one of the things that happened with Frasco was he was not able to get his pill bug into a good defensive position. So he's going to correct that by getting the pill bug in play right now. Take a quick look here. I want to make sure I don't get ahead of myself and place the, okay, third black ant comes in and immediately gets pinned. And the mosquito attacks. And what the mosquito, but by attacking, if he does in fact attack, which he does, it shuts this down as a spawn point. Sets up very good spot for those beetles to begin their attack. Warps the pillbug into place, but of course this gives black the option of warping the white queen away from the pillbug. He doesn't do that. Instead, he looks at spawning a beetle. And he did, spawned the beetle. Now, more importantly than warping the queen away from the pillbug, it would be warping the pillbug away from the queen, because that would also leave the mosquito pen. So white must be concerned about that. Okay, he warps them. It looked like InDusDus was prepared for that. Of course, the danger is if the black ladybug go out here to do a pen replacement, then the white mosquito could come over to attack. And of course, these top level games generally will pivot around who can qualify for the win first, who can neutralize their opponent's pillbug. Pella says, will your new book replace your last one? The answer is no. It's going to be an addition. So I will answer over here. No, it does not replace the previous book. Okay, so the black beetle advances. Which threatens to give beetle power to the mosquito. It'll be interesting here. This is one of those situations where white might be able to run his queen away from the defending pillbug. If black were to continue the beetle advance. Of course, the white beetles are threatening to begin their attack. Black only has one ant available. It's interesting how very quickly these games become unique situations that you've never seen before. Even though I don't play chess anymore, I still watch uh, Agad Mator has a YouTube channel for chess, and he always, as of such and such a turn, it's a completely new game. And as I expected, the white beetle begins its attack. Now the question is, does Frasco take a moment here and give a defending beetle? Yes. A defending bug, not a beetle. This sets up what world champion Joe Schultz in his book Canada of Hive Groundwork calls an anti-spawn defense, because the white queen is sandwiched between two white bugs. So no matter where the black beetle goes, it doesn't have any direct drop spots. And of course, if the beetle continues its march forward, then the white queen would have both a mosquito and a pill bug as defenders. Okay. It was nice that Ordep Kubek joined in this morning. For those of you that speak Spanish, he has an excellent YouTube channel. Well, thanks, Steve Briscoe. A mere kid at 68. Okay, interesting. Plays as defending beetle, because if both of those beetles get up, then that's a good way to defeat the anti-spawn defense. Okay, I've got to not get ahead of myself here. So if black elects to take the okay, that's interesting. If he places the grasshopper there, that frees the ladybug. So InDusDus is looking at all kinds of different options here as his time clicks down to under 4.5 minutes. He's definitely on the attack. If Frasco can hold off the attack, he's got the beetle in position so that he can neutralize the pill bug, qualify for the win. He's got 2 ants mobile plus 4 bugs in reserve. So he plays the grasshopper. Steve Briscoe says our colored piece is better as I only have the carbon set. I have both. I prefer the colored ones. What the grasshopper did was it freed up the ladybug. So let's look at some of the possible defenses here. Oh, interesting. What would happen if the queen just begins to run away? If all Frasco needed was a draw, that might be a good move, but he definitely needs a victory. And Steve Briscoe asked about the carbon compared to the standard. Their Gen 42 Games is having a new release, should be coming out if it hasn't already come out. I haven't been watching for the announcement. A complete set with all expansions, which will be the standard from this point forward, and it's only going to be available in the colored set. Okay, he jumps over with the grasshopper. Now, this almost forces Frasco to recover with one of the 2 bugs. I think he's going to probably recover with the beetle. Now, of course, this black beetle is threatening to come out, and we've got a lot of direct drop spots. But Frasco could spawn a grasshopper there, which does spawn into a kill spot. That's what he does. Very interesting. In my book, Hive Ring Theory, is going to discuss the rings, both the based on well, never mind. I've got to continue paying attention. How top level in my book, Play Hive Like a Champion. I have a chapter called "Rings Are Bad" because in most cases, when you're beginning to play Hive, if you don't know exactly what you're doing, it can be very dangerous to play a ring. So this ring, of course, the white ant is immobilized. The only white piece that can break the ring is the pill bug. If the white pill bug goes this way, the black mosquito has pill bug power or has ant power. If the white pill bug goes that way, or the other option is to completely ignore the ring and attack. Interesting. Here I am talking, and there are all kinds of excitement going on. I need to keep an eye on the lobby. I think that Ordep and Big Meep are playing at 12 o'clock GMT, which is about an hour away. This has turned into a very interesting, complex game here. Does Black have the ability to come up with enough bugs to win? Probably. That last that last placement of the spiders, however, more than likely a defensive placement. It's going to pin one of the two ants. And Black has set up a hex trap because either one of these two, if White attacks into either one of these two positions, it forms the ring and releases all kinds of black bugs. Okay, Pedro's at 13:30 GMT. Now, what's interesting is if this grasshopper If the white grasshopper jumps out, the mosquito is no longer free to move. Oh no, I was mistaken. That black mosquito still is free to move, but it won't be if black warps the pill bug away. Mm. No, I'm sorry. I meant, yeah, if the grasshopper jumps out. So Pedro and Jack changed theirs to 13:30 GMT. So I may not be live streaming that one. Fighting to keep that white ant immobilized. So of course, InDusDus has the advantage here. All he has to do is play for a draw. He doesn't have to win in order to win the table. I have to get ahead of myself here when he starts making these moves. Okay, he pins the grasshopper. White is down to only 2 spiders in reserve. His only mobile bugs are this grasshopper, which does not have an angle of attack to a kill spot, although it would if the ladybug were to move out. Oh, Frasco. I think Frasco might have been traveling this morning. He might be playing from the train. That may be why he had a temporary loss of connection there. So does Frasco have any chance at all here? The moving of the black ant made this ring no longer possible here because that would free the white ant. And I just noticed InDusDus is down to a minute and change. Okay, he was able to warp the pill bug away, which is a big thing because now the black mosquito does not have pill bug power. Let's see, the mosquito jumped out to here. Have to shrink the pieces down to fit them on the board. The black grasshopper jumps over. The white ladybug attacks. And just like that, wow, what a turn of events. Well, I'm gonna have to review this one. There at the very end, all of a sudden, maybe InDusDus felt the time pressure. Congratulations, Frasco. I definitely think I have to go back and review this one. It all happened so very, very, very quickly right there at the end. Congratulations, Frasco, for pulling out this victory. 5 minutes ago, I would not think I thought that there was any chance whatsoever. So, table two, match one, round six of the Hive Fair Play Cup ends up in a draw, 1 game apiece. Both players as white. So, what an exciting match this morning. About 2 hours from now, Big Meep will play Ordep Kubek on table one of the match between my team, the Humble Hive Boys, and the Spanish team, the Hoppers. And I just recently found out that the Hoppers tried to steal one of our players. When we have Ivan, Crazy Bee, uh, is from Spain and plays for us. And I just heard recently that he was invited to play for the Hoppers back when they were forming the Hoppers. So, Pedro, keep your hands off our Humble Hive Boys. So, what a great match this morning. Thank you very much for watching. It's nice to be live streaming again, hopefully during the round six of the uh, uh, Hive Fair Play Cup. I'll be streaming on a regular basis. And of course, the Board Space Open will begin very shortly. Today, March 31st, is the last day to register. Let me real quickly run over and take a glance to see how many people have registered already. 47 players have registered so far, including two previous world champions. That'll be me and Christian Sperling, my first mentor. And he's been playing in the World Championship ever since 2008. 16 years, hard to believe. So thank you very much for watching this morning. And again, if you don't already have my book, Play Hive Like a Champion, second edition, you would like to learn how to play Hive like a champion, my second book will be coming out, Hive Ring Theory. There is a Kickstarter going on right now. If you're in the US, the UK, or the European Union, and the Kickstarter campaign is successful, or when it's successful, I'll be optimistic, then you will be getting signed copies of the books will all be personally autographed by me. If you're in the UK or in the European Union, they will also be autographed by John Yanni, designer of this game. So, special editions of the Play Hive Like a Champion second edition and special first printing copies of Hive Ring Theory. So, as always, I am here helping you play Hive like a champion. Thanks to Andras and Frasco for two fantastic games this morning. I'll be reviewing them. That second one, particularly, the ending on that one, probably worth a video review, a game discussion on that one. So be watching. I've got two videos that'll be released here very shortly. And of course, I just recently posted and released the replay without comment for the entire 5th round of the Hive Fair Play Cup. So thanks again for watching. As always, I am here helping you play Hive like a champion. Until next time, this is Randy Ingersoll signing off. Thanks again.